Young voters back. My next guest says it is time for the Grand Old Party to simply come up with a new game plan. The founder of the political group Concord51, Matthew Swift, here to lay it all out. And the 51, you were educating me, refers to 51 Senate seats, presumably in Republican hands.
Majority, absolutely.
And we're not there.
We are not there, and I'll tell you, a lot of people ask me this all the time, is it about our policies or is it something else? And to me and to our PAC and to our membership, it really isn't necessarily about our policy positions, it's about the way we are communicating it. That's why we are not winning younger voters today.
Why, as a young guy yourself, and you see that, you know, almost 8 out of 10 young voters went for Barack Obama and traditionally go for Democrats. What are they not hearing that they are at a Democrats?
I think part of it is technology. I think Democrats have put in a lot of money in a very smart way, invested in technology to get to younger voters. I think part of it is, going back, the way we communicate. Does our message show empathy? Do we connect to voters? We're losing the moral argument in every political discussion we have, yet we're the ones talking about reduced deficits and lowering the debt. But the way that we communicate it to some groups, and to young people included, at times offends people.
There's a sense that when you're young, you're more liberal. When you're older, you know, the expression, you're more conservative. Is it as simple as that? Can you peel off a number of young voters? And if so, how would you do it? Now, I think you were Republican from the day you were born, but I'm kidding. But not many young people are wired your way, or are they? It hasn't been properly connected.
It has not been properly connected. We started Concord51, which focuses on energy defense and fiscal policy alone, because we found that over and over and over again, we were sitting at dinner conversations with our friends or when we were in college, and on those 3 issues, people agreed. It was when we got into social political debates, it was when we got into other issues outside that didn't involve jobs or the economy or debt or deficit or new industry or America.
So any of those socialists get into that, it's a mistake.
It's a mistake, but to some extent, I have full respect for people of varying beliefs when it comes to social politics. But at the moment, let's keep it more to a state level and less a federal level. The federal government needs to be so much more focused on the economy than social issues. And Republicans have allowed the narrative with the media. They've allowed the narrative of their communication strategy to continue to get off course and only focused on social issues.
Do you think young people are particularly offended when they hear the Romney 47% remark and they hear that kind of stuff and it just sticks in their craw more than other groups? Because apparently the impact was far more devastating for Governor Romney with young people like yourself than it was almost any other group.
I think Romney had a difficult time with the National Party as a whole. I think that, and what I mean by that is the communications platform of the National Party. I don't think we love vigorous debate. I think young professionals love, to some extent, partisan politics. What they don't like is politics driven solely by ideology and politics where they believe that one side will never move no matter what.
But aren't young people annoyed when, you know, their college loans are just mounting like the national debt, and they don't hear Republicans say much more with just deal with it? What kind of message is that to send?
That goes back to my point, though. How are we communicating things, connecting to voters, and showing empathy?
Well, you're not for bigger student loans, which is fine, but how does that resonate with kids who just feel overwhelmed?
I think people do feel overwhelmed, and I think Democrats have done a very good job, a better job than we have, of capitalizing on that issue. By and large,
the Republican message is tough love, right?
Tough love, but to some extent worse than that. It's not showing answers or solutions. We just simply, we're coming across at times to young voters as if we're not representing a solution or a policy, we're just throwing stones at what we've spent so much time focused on the man, meaning President Obama, than we have on the policies that we should be using to combat him and his policies.
Are young people more jazzed by charisma and someone who can sing, someone who can, you know what I mean?
If you don't have charisma today, I don't know how you win national elections.
Or anchor newscast, I know you.
Yeah.
I mean, Matthew, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Good seeing you again.
Good seeing you.
When we